So let's give a warm welcome to Sarah and Nikki.
Hey! Thank you, Big Nikki.
Oh, thank you.
From Leadership Lackawanna, to differentiate the Nickies, I was Little Nikki, this is Big Nikki, just inside joke. Hi, everyone. Thank you, I know. I was just going to say, after lunch, I get it. We just had a really cool lunch keynote speaker, so, but we're excited to be here with you guys today. Thank you so much. We're going to also get you up and moving when we have our activity, so hopefully we can wake you up after lunch, but. Yes. Sarah?
And if you have a chance, after we present today or during it as you're milling around, there's information up here about Penn State Scranton and some freebies to give away with you, some cozy socks, some pencils, things like that, as well as information on the school. But we are going to get started. So happy to be here today with you all. And I know, too, it's been an exciting day, exciting start to your morning. We've just had lunch, and we were joking, we have to follow a gold medalist on our speech. Right? So we hope we are as captivating as she was in her story. But this workshop is really truly about you and discovering your true colors, your personality, and how that meshes with others. We have studied personality traits for centuries. You know, probably cavemen studied it as well when they were assigning jobs to different people of who had strengths and weaknesses in certain areas. But it is an ancient practice. If everybody has heard of Hippocrates, he's the father of medicine. He also separated people into 4 different personality traits. So up here we just have a quick, brief scenario of the different ways through history that we've looked at this, you know, through gods and temperaments, Myers-Briggs type indicators. Maybe you've heard of some of that in school, or you will hear about it more in college, as well as going to modern day personality assessment of true colors. Lowry was a great researcher and thought, well, let's make all of this stuff but into modern day language and things we can understand. And so that's what we're going to talk with you more about today.
So, just a reminder, right? So this is a personality test, and with that, is there anyone who has not taken the pre-assessment or the personality test in this room yet? That's okay if you haven't. There are QR codes that are around the tables right now, so you could shoot those if you still need to, and then just listen and follow along, and then your color will come about at the end, and then we'll get you sorted into groups. So just make sure you fill out that assessment. So because it's a personality test, right? We understand that this is not a 100%, this is exactly who you are, this is exactly who you're supposed to be, and this is exactly who you will be forever, right? That is not true. You could take this test tomorrow, waking up feeling totally different, right? Maybe you go home after your work day or your school day and something happened, and then you wake up and tomorrow you're feeling differently and you retake the test and you're a totally different color, right? That happens. It's just emotional, and that's okay, and we'll get into that. But the purpose of this is to basically be more self-aware when you're working with groups, right? As we heard from our speaker just over lunch. She was talking about how working in a group, you always have to be self-aware, right? Checking your ego at the door was so important, and we took that right before we came here. We were like, we have to say that. Because it's so true, right? We are all coming from different walks of life. No person is exactly the same. So how can we better understand each other to come together and make sure that our project or whatever the goal is that we have to meet together gets done efficiently, successfully, on time, and whatever that might mean for you and your group. So.
And you are, working as a team, you check your ego at the door, but you don't want to forget your authentic self. And that's really what True Colors is about, is exploring that a little bit more. Like Nikki said, though, too, no one color is an absolute for you. And, maybe as you were taking this assessment, thinking, I'm coming to this conference maybe for the first time in my life, maybe you had a different self on as you were taking the assessment that would be different than a sports team or a choral self that you might have. Mm-hmm. And so it does change throughout seasons of life, even. When I was your age, I probably would have had a different color than I do now as a mom of 4 and a career person person. And so it varies. But understand too, no one color is good or bad. And if you're sitting amongst your friends or people maybe you've just met today and you're like, what color did you get? I'm the only this color in the group. That's okay. You have value and you are going to contribute positively to whatever team setting you're a part of.
Yes, perfectly said.
Yes. Also, too, respecting each other's differences. We just want to be sure that we mention that, is that we are all different and we're all coming here for a purpose to come together as a collective group. And, whether it's the group here today or when you go back to your sending high schools, when you go back, learning about yourself this is a great exploration. And hopefully it'll help you to work together with other people. But we also hope that you walk away from this presentation or this day just feeling a little more confident about yourself and having grace with yourself about things that maybe you're like, oh, I'm always the one that makes the list, or I'm nagging my group mates on getting the job done. That's a good skill. Embrace that and relish it, please.
Okay. So if you still, again, have not taken the assessment, please pass along the QR codes that are on the table and just listen and follow along. But for the most part, everyone knows their colors. All right, let's get into it.
Great.
So, oranges. Raise your hands if you got orange as your top primary color.
Woo-hoo.
Hi, oranges. Nice to meet you. Okay, so for oranges, you guys are deemed to be the action-oriented leader. So what does that mean? Basically, it means that you are just like, hey, we're going to get the job done no matter what, right? Schedule, okay, I know when the deadline is. We have 4 days to get it done. That's totally enough time, but maybe it's not for somebody else. Mm-hmm. Oranges tend to also be very free-spirited, right? So if you're very carefree, or when change happens, you're kind of like, oh, it's fine. We're just going to roll with the punches and it's going to be great. We're still going to get it done. We're still going to be successful. So oranges, how do we kind of feel about that? Like, do you feel yay, nay, relatable? Yes. Okay. How about on this side? For the most part? Okay. How about blues? Where are my blues at?
Wow.
Yeah. That makes sense. And it makes sense just because of kind of where you guys are at a little bit in your life right now. So blues, you're very relationship oriented, right? So we're always like, okay, maybe gotta have a buddy system, right? I gotta have someone with me. Maybe a little emotional. We could be a little sensitive to whether it's, they're laughing over there. Are we like, yes, that's totally me. So yeah, we could be a little emotional. We're very relationship driven as well. So if there's ever any issues, right, within the group, or the blues tend to be the ones like, okay, let's get so-and-so together, let's mediate this, let's hash this out so that we can continue and move on with the project because we still have to get it done, right? Blues, do we kind of feel relatable in that sense? Yes. I am such a raging blue. It's so funny. I talk about it all the time. And thank goodness I have Sarah, who's like, the counselor on campus that can kind of calm my emotions down for me sometimes. But blue is definitely my primary color, and orange was actually my secondary color. So just a fun fact. How about greens? Hi, greens. Nice to meet you. Sarah's a green. Shocker.
I had to wear it today so I would remember. Yes, but I'm a green, yes.
What do the greens? Tell us all about you.
Being a green, too, very analysis-oriented. How many of you like to do puzzles? Like, I saw some people with the Wordle up on their phone when they were going to do this assessment or trying to figure those things out. And that's, like, fun, right? Whereas there might be somebody else who's like, I don't have time for that. That makes my brain hurt. And so that is, like, just a little snapshot of greens. What about golds in the audience? Yeah. Nikki. Who's gold in the audience? All right, so out of the golds, how many of you looked at the agenda before you got here today and you were like, all right, I'm going to do boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's what.
How about golds? Right. Were you looking at the agenda last night?
Yes.
Yeah, scheduling your sessions.
Right. And that's kind of what we were saying before about learning a little bit about, oh, that makes sense. That's how I'm wired, and being okay and enjoying that.
Yes.
Let me see who this passed.
Oh, wait, we forgot these slides.
Yeah.
We're doing great. Here's a little bit more explanations about the colors, though. So again, orange expects quick action. You assume flexibility, right? So that's what I was talking about with change. We're very easy to adapt to change. You're working in the here and the now, oranges. So we're not really thinking about maybe how to plan for a month or even 2 months out. We're like, okay, this is just what I have to do at the moment. We're gonna get it done. We'll figure out what we have to do next. Welcoming change, again, blues, emotionally driven, transparent, assumes a family spirit too. So we're always like, let's collaborate. I can't do something on my own. We need help, right? And always the we could do it mentality. So if there's someone negative, right, we don't like that negative vibes. We're like, nope, we could do it. We're gonna do it together no matter what.
Yes, and as you can see too, I'm definitely green. That is my strongest color right now. Blue is my second color, and I work with people, and I'm working as a counselor, but I'm probably in the role of like coordinator of counseling services because of my green abilities and desire to want to feed those needs that are inside of me. Because a green expects competency. A person who's green might see the emotions, right? But they're secondary, right? It might be working on, well, why did this happen? What does the data show? Sometimes we had you guys take the assessment through your phones, and I was like a kid in a candy store looking to see who answered what, and somebody answered right away. That was awesome, and liking to see that data. Always welcoming that challenge, like I said before, with the puzzles. That's more play. Yeah. Golds, expecting the order. Looking at the agenda last night, planning your day. Always too, like maybe they're the people on vacation that are like, okay, we're gonna check all our boxes. Being structure oriented. And also thinking, okay, this is done, now what's left to do? And might be like that person that gets through their homework by 4 o'clock every day, and you're like, how do they do that? I want to be hanging out.
I know.
So that could be a little bit more of the gold perspective.
Okay. Little fun activity. So we're gonna go over some famous people, and we're gonna have you guys guess what colors you think they would be if they took this test. Does anyone know who this is?
That is Anne Hathaway.
Anne
Yes.
Hathaway, Princess Diaries, right? I'm
ding,
so
ding,
excited for Princess Diaries 2, coming soon.
How about the Devil Wears Prada?
Oh,
yes,
yes, also
yes.
a good one. So what color do we think Miss Anne Hathaway would be if
Just
she
yell
took
it out.
this test? Yeah. Gold?
Gold, blue.
Good job.
Oh.
I could totally see her walking on set and being like, okay,
Yes.
like just tell me what I gotta do, let's get through it, done.
Which ironically, a lot of actors and actresses are gold.
Yes,
right? They wanna
we
get
did
stuff
discover
done.
that in
Yes.
our research for
Yes.
this. Who is this guy? Mark
Say it louder.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Yep.
Zuckerberg.
The Meta Man. What color do you think he would be?
Green.
Oh, I hit the button.
That's all right.
Green.
He's definitely
But makes
green.
sense though, right? He's a totally like technology-based guy, like so very analytical. I'm sure running the successful businesses that he
Yes.
has, right? So it does make sense that he would be leading on a green note.
Yes.
Who is this figure? Martin Luther King Jr. Yes. What color do you think he would be if he took this test?
Orange.
Blue.
It's blue.
Indeed, a blue, right? Think about his time here, right? Think about even the iconic I Have a Dream speech. All of that was channeled through mostly emotion, right? Relationship oriented, bringing people together, right? Not creating a divide.
Yes.
Who's this? Katy Perry. What color do you think she is?
Orange.
Yes.
And that is why she just went to space.
Right? She's in it to win. Like, yeah, let's do that. I want to be a
Yes.
part of that.
Exactly. Here in the now.
Yes.
Okay. So now is the time where we have you guys get broken up into your respective color groups. So first, I know blues were the biggest group. Can I have another show of hands if you're a blue? Okay. We might
That
need
side of
3.
the room and this side of the, oh yeah, maybe 3.
I think 3.
Front of the room and then side and side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your name? Yeah. Annie. So from where Annie is sitting, if you are a blue in these first 3 rows, you're going to be blue group 1. So we'll have blue group 1. Annie, will you be the leader? follow them over to pick one of the couches of your liking, and we'll get you situated soon. So blue group in the first 3 rows, please follow Annie over to that side of the room.
There you go. You're welcome.
Okay, blues again, hands please. Okay, how about the rest? This side of the blues, you're gonna be blue group 2. Can I have a volunteer for blue group 2 leader? Thank you so much. What's your name? Caitlin?
Caitlin.
Nice to meet you. Caitlin, blue group 2 leader, please pick a couch and a seat over there. And then blue group 3, hands one more time. Okay, there's a few more over here. Can I ask that, what's your guys' names right here? I'm like, can I just jump down here? Okay, can I have you guys in this row, you 2 rows?
Join that first group.
Yeah. Can you join blue group 1? And then the rest of you guys will make up blue group 3.
Who's blue back
Who's
here?
leader?
Raise your hand again. What's your name?
Guinevere.
Guinevere?
Guinevere, thank you. Blue group 3 leader. Okay, oranges. Hands. Okay, great.
Excellent.
Orange leader. I looked at you. What's your name? Gabby. Oranges, please follow Gabby over to this side of the room too, please. You can either grab one of the tables or the couches, whatever's open.
Okay.
Golds. Hi, Golds. Leader. Anyone wants to be group leader? What's your name? Cindy. Nice to meet you. Come on up. So golds, we will, let's see, maybe have you guys honestly stay on this side of the room if that's okay.
Well, you
all
two
of
were
your stuff
already,
is fine. Just pick like one of these. Yeah.
So there.
Perfect. And then my greens. Where are my greens? Hi, greens.
My people.
Leader,
right.
do you mind? What's your name? Peyton. Peyton is going to be your leader. We're going to sit at her table here. Yeah?
Even split between 3 groups.
Oh.
Even
Between 3 groups.
Whoa. What were your colors?
That's interesting.
Green and orange. Wow.
So I would
No, that's
pick.
Yes.
I would pick the color that you
You will be
feel
going home
on
with
a
one of
daily,
those,
like more
maybe
average, like resonates with you the most. You know, or if you look
Okay.
at kind of here, right?
Okay, so you're all divided up according to your
Green.
colors.
Okay.
And you are going to work on this project together. We want you to design the ideal vacation. However, you have a challenge of 5 minutes to do this in. You want to think about, where do you want to go on vacation? How long will you be there? What are you going to take with you on vacation? What will you do for activities? And think about scripting the perfect vacation according to your true color. Again, you have 5 minutes. Work together as a team. Decide between your group 1 or 2 representatives that are going to do about a 1-minute commercial on what you planned during your 5-minute planning time.
Any questions? Okay, we'll have a timer that's started right now. Oh, okay.
Perfect.
As kids walk in, we'll just put them in a group.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you. All right, jot down your very last ideas, and then we are going to share where we're going. So each group, whether it's the leader or if someone wants to speak on behalf of your group so that you could share. No.
Anybody want to bring the brave soul to go first? Am I on? Oh,
Yeah.
You want to be the brave soul to go first? Thank you.
Okay, I'll go back.
All right, I'm going back to a group of blue. Yes, hold up your poster,
Okay.
please.
Okay, so yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so this is crazy. Okay, so
It's beautiful.
in our picture, we have we're Carolina Beach in August specifically. You know, and we have you know, a sand castle and some crabs and a fish. and and a palm tree with 2 leaves.
Okay.
And we also have little towels and an umbrella to, to chill out and stuff.
So are we
yeah.
just beaching for the whole duration of the vacation?
Yeah, the entire
Okay.
time. We're actually sleeping on the
Under the 2-leaf
beach.
palm tree. Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
You totally feel the vibe back here too, because they're all just giggles and like happy to be there, right? Just who cares where we're at? We're on the beach. I love it.
Just let me sleep in the sun.
As long as everybody's happy, Blue, we're good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Give them a round of applause.
Thank you. So one more thing too. After your group presents, so you guys are good, on your way back to your seats, please stop by our beautiful bracelet table and make your own little bracelet stacks with your colors. If you also came up with your secondary colors, right, on the test, it should have also asked you what your secondary color was. Mm-hmm. Or if you tied at all, we did forget to talk about that briefly, but please pick up whatever other color resonates with you as well.
Right,
Okay?
and the data person in me says be respectful, consider the bracelets that are up there and the people in the room. Don't take too
Yes.
many so everybody doesn't get one.
Yes,
All right,
thank you.
Who's next?
Thank you, Counselor Sarah.
Yeah, thank you. All right, we have another group of orange.
Oranges. Okay. So we're going to go to Turks and Caicos at an all-inclusive resort. And we're going to go for 2 weeks. And we're going to go to the beach, but we're also going to go jet skiing and we're going to see some turtles. And we're going to go in January, so it's not too crowded and we can enjoy ourselves on that beach because we deserve it.
Love that.
And when I walked by this table, I was like, how long are you guys going for? Oh, for like a week. We got to go away. Like really wanting to be in it to win it. Well, then we changed it to 2 weeks. 2 weeks even. Awesome.
Definitely in the here and the now.
Yes, yes.
Oranges, thank you so much.
Give this group a round of applause. Thank you. Who would like to go next? Anybody over here? Blue here? Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Aruba for 1 week. We're gonna go to the beach, snorkeling, shop, eat, and biking. What we're bringing is like our swimsuits, phones, cameras, sunglasses, money, because you gotta buy things, clothes, shoes, bathroom essentials, and sunblock.
Nice.
Love that.
I noticed no reading materials because you're all going to just be connecting with each other, right?
Yes.
Yes. That's awesome. Let's give this blue group a round of applause. Great job planning that. Should I just finish back here? All right, you guys ready? All right, who would like to speak?
You can keep it and
for
hang it in your room.
Another group of blue. Who's speaking? There you go.
Hi.
Hi, Blues.
Hey.
Where are we going? This is my third trip.
We're going to the Maldives. In those bungalows.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Amazing.
In UV11. Yeah.
Amazing. I'll be there.
Yeah, a good tan.
We needed somewhere super tropical, clear blue water. I've never experienced it, but I'd like to.
We also wanted a cute beach town. So there's going to be those bungalows, but then a cute little beach town surrounding where you could go biking, maybe some cute little boutiques, little restaurants, stuff to kind of do during the night when you're not on the beach during the day.
That. Notice how all 3 blue groups, A, are going to the beach, B, are doing activities that are very well-rounded, to meet everybody's needs, right? To make everybody happy. But keep going. That was just a note.
Since we have that cute little small town,
Yeah.
we have to plan our outfits accordingly. So we have gym outfits and swimsuits for the day, and then nice fancy outfits for the night.
Of course.
We're going for 2 weeks, not 1, 2.
Yes.
One's not enough.
One's not enough.
And then we said close friends, maybe some family trip, but it's more like a girls trip type thing.
Heck yeah, we love that.
No boys allowed. So
Awesome.
You guys could go get bracelets.
So cool. I'll definitely be there. All right. How about our greens? Sarah, are you going to join the greens?
I'm coming on their trip with them. I hope they pick some.
I got to
really
split
good, right?
3 different vacations, so.
Oh, Oh, yeah, I do like that though too. Yeah, okay.
So we actually picked to just have more of a staycation.
Okay.
We were thinking somewhere just like an Airbnb that's like near the woods, but still like kind of close to like a city or town if we want to go out, but mostly suburban. We were gonna stay for like a few days or a week, and the main idea is really just to relax. Like it's not, let's do this, this, and this. It's just calm, probably staying indoors, resting, hanging out. And there's not really much of a schedule. We're just kind of relaxing.
I love that. Everyone always needs a good staycation, right? We would love to go to Aruba and the Maldives and whatever, but honestly.
Yes, staying home, nesting in your spot, getting cozy. That's wonderful. Good job, Greens. Give them a round of applause.
Thank you.
Good job. We have one more group, I believe, over here. Golds. We left with golds. All right, who's representing?
Orange?
Or orange. Wait, what are we left with? Gold. Yes.
Gold. Okay.
Okay, so we picked Hawaii.
Love.
We're gonna go for 2 weeks and get a nice big beach house for all of us.
We're gonna bring tanning oil, swimsuits, extra outfits, flip-flops, books, a jewelry box, and sunscreen.
And we are gonna play spike ball. We're gonna build sand castles. We're gonna play beach volleyball. We're gonna scuba dive. We're gonna play mermaids in the water, pick our tails, the colors of our tails. We're gonna go to big restaurants, and we're gonna do escape rooms as well.
Wow, yes, I was just going to say, this is a very detailed itinerary.
Right, and a bit like a nice list to have with you to check off all your boxes. We need to give the golds a round of applause. Great job, great job.
Awesome, thank you guys. So as we are heading back to our seats, I want everyone to kind of think about, this activity a little bit. What are some things that we noticed? I know Sarah and I kind of called out a few things, but was there anything else that someone noticed too? Like about the difference of groups, maybe the blues that were very similar? Yeah?
The blues kind of all stuff very relaxing to get away from school.
To decompress our brains and all be happy on the beach, exactly. Any other observations? Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like the oranges picked the most outgoing one,
Yep.
yes.
This and this, and the most spontaneous.
And it's just we know that we're gonna be here, but whatever happens during the duration is kind of just we're gonna roll with it and we're gonna go. Whereas golds, we're hitting the dinners, we're hitting this, we're doing that,
Right.
Definitely. Okay, cool.
So just by show of hands, how many of you, after doing this activity, taking the assessment, maybe planning a trip with your common color, realize oh yeah, that makes sense why I'm like that now. And I'm okay with that. And now I understand it and I appreciate it. And knowing that about yourself, bring that to the groups you work with, bring that to the relationships that you're in. Use it too as an understanding of other people. And they may be coming from a different color perspective than you are.
Right. So even though in this activity you all were grouped by color, maybe it was a little bit easier this time around to discuss and agree on where you wanted to go, what you wanted to do, etc. Imagine if we redid this activity and mixed all of you guys up in all the different colors. I would say there probably would be some difference of opinions in where we want to go and what we want to do, right? So thinking about how do you navigate through that, right? And then bringing that back to school, back to your projects together, and especially when you're working with people, understanding that everybody is all unique in their own ways, but utilize what makes you you.
Yeah, and on your handout, you have Nikki and my contact information. Reach out to us at any time. We look forward to hopefully crossing paths with you in the future. And we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day at the conference.
And we have so much Penn State swag and information. If you guys want, there's some fuzzy socks, some pencils, a bunch of different things. Feel free.
Yeah. Once you get your Penn State items, you could take them back to your seat, but don't sit down because then you're going to move over towards Nikki for the next activity.
Mm-hmm.